Hi everyone, I'm Spiro with Newsbud.com, joined by Kurt Nimmo of Newsbud.com and Another Day in the Empire. Now, this election was crazy. We just did a whole long, nice, very exciting roundtable that is going to be available to the public very soon with Sibel Edmonds, yourself, Kurt Nimmo, and James Corbett. And we got into a few of the dynamics of the election before, during, and after. It's going to be a great episode. I encourage you guys to check that out. But Nimmo, some of the stuff we got into during our discussion was the role that the media played and the importance of the the importance of the alternative media to counter the mainstream media. Can you tell us a little bit from your own perspective, what role did the mainstream media play throughout the election? How effective was it? And what can we do to counter it?
I don't think it was very effective at all. I think that the mainstream media basically blew it. They were so obviously and transparently biased in favor of Hillary Clinton that I think that most people just tuned it out. They tune out political, a lot of the political stuff anyway. And I think this time around, and increasingly since over the last decade or so, alternative media on the internet has played a vital role. And increasingly, it's determining what happens during elections. I mean, look at this. I mean, Trump went and appointed a guy named Steve Bannon, who worked for Breitbart News, as one of his key advisors, because he understands that alternative media is very important for getting anything done. Increasingly, so I mean, I think more and more people, as the frustration level increases, as people get disgusted with the system and corporate media, they turn to the alternative media. As a matter of fact, from what I understand, a lot of these online sites run by corporate newspapers are in dire straits. They're putting up paywalls, trying to figure out ways to monetize what before was paid for in the form of a newspaper and magazines. That doesn't work anymore on the internet. People are going to make their own decisions, what kind of news they're reading, and we can provide it to them because they desperately need it. I mean, it's such a transparent sham what the corporate media is doing, and that's apparent every time there's an election every 4 years. Their hyperbole and their obvious bias becomes more apparent. So it's vitally important that people support alternative media. They support Newsbud because otherwise we really have no other options except the corporate media.
Well, you're absolutely right. And from what I have seen, Kurt, and tell me if you see the same, the more and more people have been, like you said, turning away from the mainstream media, moving towards the alternative media, and that's a great thing. But the establishment, the system is going to counter that, and they're going to counter that by creating their own alternative media, and they're going to inject big funding into that, and try to tap into that market and influence people from that respect. And that's one of the things that I like about Newsbud. One of the many things is our funding is completely transparent, and that's because it's 100% funded by the people. We're backed by the people.
The corporate sway, the sway of corporations over the news cycle is amazing, and you don't get that with Newsbud and other alternative media. We have no axe to grind. Without alternative media, we're stuck. I mean, I'm old enough to know that in the past, if you wanted to put out information for people, you had to print it up and pass it out on a street corner, sell it in a magazine. There was no internet. And that is crucially and vitally important that we continue to support alternative media on the internet where it's virtually free, as opposed to having to wade through commercial television. If we really are sincerely interested in change, we need to support our alternative media.
That's right, and you can support Newsbud today by visiting our Kickstarter campaign and pledging your support for the only 100% people-backed media with integrity, newsbud.com. Check out our website. It's been updated. It looks fantastic. We have all of our video productions are there. All of our exclusive articles are there. Nimmo, you've been writing articles and producing videos for us. Fantastic job. You've been really, really cranking out some great material, and we have a whole lot more there on our site. So show support independent media. Kurt Nimmo, thank you so much for your time.